Hello and welcome. If this is your first time here, if you're returning, welcome back to the channel. It's been a little minute since I did this. This is my weekly trading review. I'll cover the last 2 weeks because last week I filmed it, didn't send it. A lot of things wasn't right. I don't want to put nothing out that ain't right. Don't got to be perfect, but it has to be right. So it seems like as soon as I started doing content, my schedule got wild busy. So it was me trying to juggle life outside of trading, outside of content, and just trying to make it all work. So 2 weeks ago, Monday, we had the crash where everything stopped working. Robinhood, Webull, wow, just the system was down. So what nothing to do. What I ended up doing was I would say paper trading or like simulation trading, charting my levels, marking my entries, marking my exits. I think I even posted it here on YouTube on my post, so you go check that out. It was a bunch of emergencies and things that took precedence over trading and over content. I hated being away from it. By the end of the week, I was trying to force trades. I was trying to get back and get green for the week. I caught one trade, I want to say Wednesday, that was profitable. And then the next couple of days, it was just ups and downs, ups and downs. And you get to this week where it was just market manipulation. It was up, down, chippy. I don't know how to scout. I just know how to day trade. I swing trade a little bit. Scalping, not really my strength. So if you're not adept at scalping, you wasn't really seeing no profits. If you was trading Nasdaq, NQ, QQQ, SPY, ES, all of the regular indexes, if you wasn't scalping, it wasn't gonna work. I found myself I found myself when we talk about like my big three, my biggest three deficiencies in trading, greed, impatience, fear, mistrust, all those things wrapped up. I was definitely greedy. I was greedy at the end of last week, rolling into this week for two reasons. No, for a few reasons. I don't want to limit it to two, but for a few reasons. One, I wasn't able to trade, and I like being able to get on here and say, "Oh, I made X amount of money," or "I've won X amount of trades." Wasn't able to do that. Then we get to this week, there was no clear direction. We had FOMC, it was still no clear direction. What I had to do was I had to take a step back and realize that whenever the market is in consolidation, though especially the way that it's been the last week and a half, there's a big move coming. I stopped making it personal. I stopped making it about me. I took my ego out. My ego creeps into things in my life, especially trading, and they all say trading is a mirror. So you'll see yourself in your trading, you'll face yourself and have to face and conquer your demons in trading. Mine is definitely my ego. It it slips in, and I want to do this and I want to achieve and I'm ambitious. So that kind of warps my perception of things, and it makes me believe that I have the power to make the market move the way I want it to move. It's just not true. I said in one of my videos or my shorts, if there's no wave, you can't surf. You could want to surf all you want. You could be out there on your board all you want. If there's no wave, you cannot surf. It's tough. It's tough. A little vulnerability here. It's tough. I'm trying to do something. No, I'm doing something that nobody in my family that I know of has done. That thought is in the back of my mind every day. I've learned the skill, I learned the ability, and I'm working and trying to force it to happen. I stopped enjoying the journey and I just wanted the results. I wanted to prove myself right. I wanted, everything that came with it. And I kind of lost sight of the important part of we'll look back on this, or I'll look back on this. You will too. When you get to certain destinations in your trading journey or whatever your journey may be, you'll get to a certain point and you'll look back with retrospect and be like, wow, I remember when this was that and that was this and how I thought back then. And you'll see how far you've actually come. I stopped looking at it like a learning experience day by day, and I started looking at it as I'm not where I want to be. The only thing matters is me getting to where I want to be. That was causing me to make some horrible decisions. A plus that I'll take away from this is that as far as managing my losses, it was great this week. As far as keeping my technique and my strategy, great this week. I set my stop loss. I honored my stop loss. I didn't go, oh no, it'll come back. If you look at the past week, the last week in October, you'll see that the market had a lot of this, had a lot of chop. So we would get below a certain level of support or resistance that I have marked up. We'd have the retest and the reject. I would get on the next candle with stops above the high of the previous candle. If price went above that, close my position. Very small loss. If it was going to the upside and price went below the low of the previous candle, hit my stop loss, I was able to do that. So I'm having positive takeaways from even a horrible price action week, a horrible mental week for me for trading. I'm taking the positives away from it because I was able to honor my stop loss. I was able to keep my position managed and my risk managed. So even in me just being a bonehead, I was able to get positives out of it. So going into this week, I've spent majority of this weekend just getting back to basics, looking over my journal entries, consuming trading content, back testing, just getting all the noise out the way. And I was able to center myself. I'm not gonna drop the trader's name, but I saw of a few traders actually getting on and talking on social media about the last week of trading or trading leading up to FOMC, and they lost a lot of money. I don't revel in that. I don't watch nobody else's pockets. However, I do look to the trading spaces to see if I relate to anybody. Like, am I the only one going through this? Am I the only one getting booked? Am I the only one losing money? Like, am I the only one confused? What's going on? And through me just consuming the trading content, my algorithm is mostly trading now. So that's all I look forward to, and I appreciate that. But me looking at my algorithms and consuming trading content and seeing other traders, prominent traders, going through it too, I didn't feel alone. I didn't feel like I didn't feel like there was something inherently wrong with me, something that I was doing wrong that was affecting my trading. I controlled what I could control. I got in some risky trades. I was able to manage my losses and manage my position size. So I was able to exit those trades whenever I needed to, whenever my stop losses hit. But you can't force price action. I'm saying that for you, if that's where you are in your journey. I'm saying that as a timestamp for myself, for me to remember, hey, can't force price action. It's either gonna go or it's not. Eventually the market will make up its mind. If you were there to capitalize on the move, you capitalize on the move. If you're not, you're just not. But sun come up tomorrow, you'll have another opportunity to trade. And that's pretty much been my last 2 weeks as far as trading goes. Outside of trading, it's cool, but my main focus again, like I said, I'm doing something. I'm the first in my family to do something like this. I don't have a point of reference. It's tough for me to go and talk to people who don't understand what I'm saying because they haven't done it. It's not an indictment on them. They haven't done that yet. So me spearheading this the way that I am, I got family members and I got friends and confidants who may get into this. Hell, if you're watching this video, it may be you one day. You might hit me up and have a question, and me going through this part of the journey again. Get back to enjoying the journey. Me going through this part of the journey is maybe not just for me. Maybe it's for me to have the advice because somebody might be going through it and they might not have a point of reference or they might not have nobody to talk to, and I might be that person. It's all about perspective. So I'm looking at it like that. I'm back to basics, charting my levels. I'm about to get some more work in now, and we'll take this week one day at a time, one trade at a time. We're not forcing nothing. We're remaining patient. We're remaining disciplined. The ego is out the window. Throwing the ego out. No more ego in trading. Really got to monitor that personally. Um, but yeah, get in the comments. Please get in the comments, talk about your trading week or weeks, or just how you feel mentally about the market, emotionally about the market. Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. And until next time, remember, people outside making a bag. Why not you? Why not us?